Hey guys, well, it's time to put a new protection layer on my nails. The last one I did was back either like the last few days of May, and of course he's going to start singing the minute I turn on this. Beginning of June, somewhere around there. So I already did my cuticles. I use the flame bit. And I don't know what this is called. I call it a mushroom. I use this one more on the skin. I don't really have a lot of like dead skin on here because I'm constantly pushing them back, trying to get a little bit of extra space. But you know, you would definitely remove all that dead skin. These little files are handy. This is a 100, 180. They can go in and scratch up and just literally, I'm not applying pressure, just go around and put some scratches in there. This is more for like, I would say like a virgin nail beds. But because I already have stuff basically been done on my nails, you don't want to keep scratching your nails at all. Like once you've scratched it, only the new growth should be etched up. At least that's what I've seen and heard. But so yeah, you're gonna do that to your nails. Really doesn't really no need for me to do it, but that's a handy little file to do it. It helps push back your cuticle, scratch it up, and if you do have dead skin, it can be removed that way. All right, I'm gonna start out with primer. He was asleep until I came up here. But he cannot be allowed in here. Oh, I'm gonna give that a minute or two to dry up and get tacky. I'm gonna be using this elastic base coat. I got this from the shapernail.com. I really like it. It's got that nice stretch of a rubber base coat, but I go in really thin with it. And I will be using the clear hard gel. Well, it's clear. You'll see it when I open it. So I'll give this a few to dry. Okay. I use these clips to pull back my skin, especially this nail. My fat sidewalls. Going in with almost nothing on the brush because there's still stuff inside that brush. I'm trying to like scrub it in. cure. If you don't want to use hard gel, you can just go in with base coat again and then top coat. This is just the brush that I use. Right, now I'm going to cure that. I did another pass, just the same, very thin, barely anything on the brush. You can go in with, you can cleanse the nail and leave it alone, and you're all good. That's what I do on this hand, and then I just buff it. But I think I'm gonna go with top coat. This is Shape and Nails as well. This is like a rubber top coat, and this one is not. You have to cleanse the. It's not a no wipe. Goddamn words. I did matte top coat last time. Oh, it bugged me. Matte top coat has like this weird rubbery feeling to it. And I'm not really putting a lot of product on because I don't want a lot of bulk on my nail. And I'm going to buff this anyways because I don't want it shiny. Because then they pop off too easy. Sorry, sometimes I'm so used to doing things with my hands up close to my face where I can see. I think this clip is making my finger really red. I'm not capping the free edges either. Because I'll probably file my nails shorter when I go to put some tips on. Especially this thumb. Nail is so curved that it's like digging into my skin. That's definitely a minute. This still has well, I could just leave it like that and be good, but I'm gonna buff it. It feels a lot more stronger now, but the most important part is it's protected. It's protected from peel off base coat or foil glue, whatever little hack that can be used to put on nails temporarily. Before I did this, like my nails got I would feel heat spikes and they would feel tender, because guaranteed every time I put some nails on, I'd always put one or two on crooked, so I'd have to pull that one off and then redo it. So that's just like a lot of little flakes of your layers of your nail bed coming off, even though you can't see it when you turn over the tip. There's some in there. And I just saw Tara from Bases Loaded Lacquer do one of those hacks for this. And oh, I was so nervous because it was like on her nail plate. I'm like, no. I understand she doesn't do it very often. It's just like, when you see something, you're like, oh. And then it reminded me I hadn't done mine in a while, and I had to look on Instagram to remember, so it's done. I really like how shiny this top coat is. It's super shiny, but we're not here for the shine. Now I'm gonna take that shine off. This is where, like, if you can handle the texture, the feeling of a matte top coat, that would have that would come more in handy. Then you wouldn't even have to do this. This just allows, for me anyways, for me, these are all things that work for me. The peel base to adhere a little better, so because if it's shiny, it's gonna pop off like in the middle while you're doing it. It used to happen all the time when I put nails on to do dip last winter, last fall, last winter. I would always lose a nail during filing. I'm using that. I like this one better. So it's not like I'm trying to file product off, but I'm just trying to make it not so shiny. I ended up buffing the matte top coat because I couldn't stand the texture. I mean, it's alright if I'm just doing it like for, you know, like for like a mani, you know, I'm just going to take a couple pictures, yada yada, and then pop it off. But living with the matte top coat, and I didn't put enough product on to add bulk to my nail, and I can still, it's still flexible. Not like this where I can only go like that. I can't squeeze my nail. Granted, you could put more on if you got smaller nail beds. I only have a big thumb, and this one's pretty big. But that way you can size up. There's no sizing up from 0 when 0 doesn't even really fit, so. I'll finish that up. It's all buffed. Cleaning it off. And it just looks like my nail. There are some spots that are like up closer that are still shiny. Base. Just make sure that that peel base is the only one you're going to use with primer, because the primer might contaminate it. You know, peel bases are just water soluble nail polish. That's all they are. So that's it. Now I'm ready. I can put on some tips. Definitely file around here. But that's it, guys. I thought I'd share that with you, as I remembered I needed to do it after watching Tara. And I'll leave her link down below if you don't know who Tara is, but I'm pretty sure everybody knows who Tara is, so that's it. Yeah, I did my other hand, but I'm not even going to discuss that. Well, see you in the next one, guys. Remember, like, subscribe, do it, you'd be crap, and bye.